So, yes, if you were watching Dolphins-Packers Thanksgiving night, you saw one team that was aggressive and ready to go and fired up and playing physical, while the other team, the Dolphins, they weren't ready to play to get this game started. We could say all we want about, sure, they held their own in the second half, which they did. But by the time the game reached halftime, this was a 24-3 blowout. Really, it was a Thanksgiving first half blowout. And all we keep hearing, as we always do, over and over and over again, is how the Dolphins can't win in the cold. I have something to add to that, though. How about the Dolphins can't win big games? Because most, if close to all of these big games, aka playoff games, that's when the cold weather takes form. We all know that, right? That's when the cold weather starts. Late November, December, throughout most of the country. The Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in 24 years. The last playoff win was late December year 2000, as in 2000. So anyway, guys, my name is Dennis Sullivan. My channel here is Sports Snippets with Dennis Sullivan. Let me know what you think when you watch this video. You like what you see here? You like the content? Go ahead, hit the thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe as well to my channel. That would be 125% awesome. Now, as far as this game goes, let me just get this out of the way real quick. The Malik Washington, if there was a play that just epitomizes the Dolphins, the last quarter century really, it was the muffed dropped punt return by Malik Washington. Sure, the wind may have been swirling a little. They looked like there was about 3 or 4 snowflakes falling there for a little while. But, I mean, come on. Did this harm the Packers? No. Drops it. And it was extra frustrating due to the fact that the defense just played strong and solid to start the game. Dolphins are not good enough to be handing opponents, let alone a team that now has 9 wins against only 3 losses, a golden opportunity and a second chance in the red zone because we can't field a punt. Now, I have heard the Dolphins got kind of bullied and, punked and all this other stuff, out-physicaled. Yes, I think they just weren't, my takeaway is they just really weren't ready to play. And it does reflect on the coaching staff. And if Coach McDaniel and staff do not come back next year, if that does play out, I'm sure the game on Thursday night will have something to do with it. They just weren't ready to go. They played awful in the first quarter. Awful. That was not good football at all. That was 3-4 win maybe in a season type football. Okay, so there are different ways we can look at this one. There's certainly different ways. Tua, you look at Tua's statistically, he was fantastic. 365 yards throwing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. 37 out of 46. Dolphins couldn't run the ball. A-Chain, 7 carries, 14 yards. Tua, 2 for 6. Mostert was the leading rusher, 19 yards on 5 carries. Jonnu Smith, still heavily involved in the passing game, 10 catches, 113 yards. But they're going to start taking him away a little bit too now. Watch. Don't be surprised. That could open up things for Tyreek a little bit more and Jalen Waddle. Is the Dolphins season over? The answer is no, because if they win we have 5 games left. You win your last 5, you're probably getting in. You win 4 to your last 5, you could get in with some help. You win 3 of your last 5, you're not getting in. That means we're an 8-9 team. So 9-8 maybe, 10-7 they should. So we'll see, guys. I don't know. Jets are coming up next. Sunday the first. No. Take that back. I'm sorry. That would be Sunday because we played this week. So that would be Sunday the 8th of December. Home against the Jets, a 1 p.m. Eastern start. A-Chain out of the backfield was good as a receiver. 8 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown. Already mentioned Tyreek, 83 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 4 catches, 53 yards. He had the one nice reception. Mostert and Alec Ingold out of the backfield, 2 catches, 15 yards. So Tua did a good job using his running backs in the passing game. Odell Beckham Jr., 1 for 9. Durham Smythe, 1 for 8. Malik Washington, 2 for 8. And Julian Hill, a catch, 5 yards. Now, going back to the whole physicality thing, the Packers really didn't run the ball that well. They really did not. Jacobs, who was a tremendous addition to that team. 19 carries, 43 yards. That's not even going to get you. That's a little over 2 yards a carry. He did have a touchdown reception. Jacobs was effective, though, as a receiver. Very effective. 4 catches, 74 yards for him. But a couple of unsung heroes for the Packers. Chris Brooks, 3 carries, 28 yards. He looked good. Jaden Reed looked good. He had a 23-yard run, and then he added 3 catches, 24 yards, but 2 touchdown receptions. Emmanuel Wilson had 20 yards on the ground, 2 catches. Tucker Kraft led the Packers with 6 catches, 78 yards. Already talked about Jacobs. Christian Watson, 2 for 67. Duntavian Wicks had 4 catches, 30 yards. Already talked about Reed. And then Chris Brooks, 2 catches for a yard. Love. We got to talk about him for a second. So let's do that. Jordan Love was very efficient. 274 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Completes 75% of his passes. 21 for 28. So Jordan Love had a nice game. The Dolphin defense, really, inside runs, they were not that bad. So this isn't like we really got steamrolled inside with the run. We just got steamrolled in aggressive play overall by all departments, if you will, and in all facets of the game. The Dolphins were outcoached in this game. Make no mistake about that. Because you could take that in different directions, but the Packers came to play on Thanksgiving night, whereas the Dolphins, I'm sorry guys, from what I saw, absolutely did not come to play on Thursday night. I don't care if Tua throws for 800 yards. The Dolphins did not come to play on Thursday night. I think that's an easy one. That's an easy one right there. So let me know what you think. Dolphins hope to get back on track on the 8th of December at home against the Jets. But now it's 5-7. Pretty much got to win out. At the very least, you got to win 4 of your next 5 with help if you're going to go 4 out of 5. If that can even be done, all this remains to be seen. I will talk to you soon, and bye for now, guys.